Alright, this is part 3 of the Rubik's Cube tutorial. If you didn't see the first two parts, links are over here or over here. If you have, then you're looking to complete your final layer of your Rubik's Cube. We'll be learning that today, and then you'll finally have it done. Let's get started. You should have both your layers in the bottom done by now, holding your last and uncompleted side in your up side. It doesn't matter which side is facing towards you at this point. Your next goal is to make a cross on your uncompleted side. That's to have these pieces all facing up on your up side. Once you've completed the two bottom layers of your Rubik's Cube, you're going to see either one of four things on the top. You might have just this blue dot with these corners any which way, or maybe even two, but it'll still be just this one dot. You might have an L shape, like this, facing any way. You might have a line, either going this way or this way. Or you might have a complete cross. The goal is to get your complete cross. Whether you have the single dot, or the L, or the line, you have to do this following pattern to get to this cross. If you have a dot, you have to do it 3 times. If you have an L, you have to do it twice. If you have a line, you only have to do it once. I have an L right now, so I only have to do the pattern twice. Make sure if you have an L, or when you have an L, that the L is in the top left corner, so that it's facing this way. If it's facing down, or if it's facing like up this way, it just won't work. It has to be facing in your top left corner with the two sides facing that way. The pattern is front, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, front inverted. Now I have a line. If I do that one more time, I will have a cross. Alright, now that I have my cross, I want to focus on getting crosses on each side of the cube. In order to do this, you want to first match up any crosses you have. Sure, I have one on this side, but you want to try and get it so that you have two. There. So you want to turn your top layer so that you have a cross not only on this side, but one beside it as well. Sometimes you might have a cross that's on both this side, but neither will match up on this side. You'll have a cross on this side, but the cross will be opposite on the back side. This is okay. It just means that you have to do the next pattern twice as opposed to only doing it once. You have two crosses side by side with your blue cross still facing on your up side. This is what you have to do. Hold it so that one of the crosses is in your right hand, the other is facing away from you. So it is on the farthest side away from you. This one is in your right hand. The pattern that you want to do is right, up, right inverted, up, right, up, right inverted, and then one more twist should have all of your crosses in order. In the case where you do have the cross that's facing towards you and the opposite cross is on the other side as opposed to being on the side beside it, you want to do that pattern twice. The first time not using the final twist, and then these two crosses should be matched up, in which case you can just do the pattern like normal. If you have the cross that's facing towards you and on the opposite side, hold this cross so that it's facing towards you and the other is facing away from you. Once you've done it once and you have the two beside each other, then you move the one that was facing towards you to your right hand and the other one is facing away from you. Okay, so once you have all of the crosses on every side, your concentration, you want to have the squares in these four corners in the right spot, not necessarily facing the right way. To do this, you want to find the square that is already in the right spot, not facing the right way. In my case, right now, there isn't one. They're all in the wrong spot. That's okay. It means I can start on any corner. If you have one that's already in the right spot, start with that one in your right hand in the bottom right. Because I don't have a square in the right spot and I can start on any one, it means I have to do this pattern at least twice. If you have a square in your bottom right and you want to start with the square that's already in the right spot, you only have to do the pattern once, maybe twice. Right now I know that I have to do it twice, perhaps 3 times. Because of this, I can show you both the technical way and the pattern that I prefer to use. They're the same pattern, there's just a different way of telling them. Remember, cube in the bottom right, here's the technical pattern. Up, right, up inverted, left inverted, up, right inverted, up inverted, left. And that should have scrambled all of the cubes. If this one was already in the right spot, it should stay in the right spot. These ones should all be mixed around. If you have the case like mine, where none of the cubes were in the right spot to start with, there should now be one that is in the right spot. In this case, it's red and blue and white, red and blue and white. A different way of saying it is the way I memorized it. It's the easiest pattern, I think. But all it is up, away from you, up inverted, away from you, up, towards you, up inverted, towards you. And that's the easiest way to remember it. I have to do it one more time because these squares are not yet in the right spot. If you started with a square that was already in the right spot, you should have all of your squares in the correct spot by now. One more time for me then. Okay, now all of my squares are in the right spot. Notice they're not all facing the right way. This one's facing the right way. At least these ones are all in the right spot. We're almost done. There's only one more step. And that step is to get these squares facing the right way. They're in the right spot, they just have to face the right way. So, I have a cube here that's already finished. When I have a cube that's already finished, I move it so that the first cube I have to complete, there's an L shape happening here, with this one in the far corner, far right corner. This is really simple and it's really fast. We have to go back to the pattern that we learned earlier. Right inverted, right down. Holding it with the cube that's already completed in the far right corner, you want to take this cube that's not complete and just do that pattern over and over again. Right inverted, right down. Right inverted, right down. Right inverted, right down. Right inverted, right down. And now, that cube should be in the right spot. I know by doing this it looks like you're messing everything up. Trust me, it all works out in the end. So once you've got the square in the right spot, don't turn your cube like this, only turn the top layer so that it's now where the previous cube was. And do that pattern again. Right inverted, right down. And you should have it. Sometimes you'll only have to do right inverted twice. Sometimes you'll have to do it 4 times. You'll never have to do it 3. It'll either be 2 times or 4 times. Anyways, we've got one more square. Let's do it one more time. Right inverted, right down. Right inverted, right down. One more turn, and your Rubik's Cube is done. That's it, everyone. That's how you solve a Rubik's Cube. I know it may look hard to start, but with a lot of practice you'll be able to do it very quickly. My record's about a minute. Most people start off doing it about 3 minutes. Don't worry, the more you work at it, the better you'll get. Depending on how many views these videos get, I'll be doing a tutorial on how to make your Rubik's Cube look like this. Until next time, and thanks for watching.